Yo, what's good, YouTube, and God bless. It's your boy Sick, and I am back with another Bleach Rebirth for Souls video for you today. And we got a trailer. We got a trailer for Dangai Ichigo, aka the final Getsuga Tensho. I wasn't expecting a trailer, but it makes sense. It makes sense if he's the last character. Everybody else got a trailer. Why wouldn't he? But to me, it would have been more cool to not see no gameplay of him at all. At least into when the game drops, and then when everybody get a chance to play the game, they get to see his gameplay. That would have been cool, but I'm not complaining. We still get a trailer, which is dope. Even though they don't really show much in the trailers, this is the reason why I kind of stopped doing the breakdown videos, because they don't show much in the video. But regardless, we're gonna talk briefly about what they do show in the video. He looks cool. So basically, in this game, you're not gonna be able to play as the final Getsuga form of him. From what it looks like, you're only gonna be able to play in the Dangai form, which makes sense. And then the final Getsuga Mugetsu move is a keycon move that automatically kills the opponent and ends the game. But there is a mechanic when it comes to him, and we're going to talk about it. So his signature move is really good. It's a throw. You can't guard this at all, and it's kind of reminiscent to what he did to Aizen when he first came out the Dangai, and they was in the Karakura town, and Ichigo grabbed his face and then threw him. Well, he flew with him, and they went all the way to the rocky area to continue to fight. That's what this move is a reference to. So that's dope. That's a signature move, and it's not even a spiritual pressure move. So you don't have to use no meter at all while using this move. So that's cool. Then we got a spiritual pressure move. It's called Gargantuan Spiritual Pressure, whatever. And all it is basically a parry. Ichigo puts his hands up. If you do any type of attack at him, it could projectile, physical attack, he would disappear and reappear behind the opponent and do a follow-up attack. And that's really much it with this move. It's pretty much simple. And last but not least, they show off the final Getsuga. So basically how the mechanic works is basically when you get them to that point where you could perform your keycon move, he does the keycon move, right? And it doesn't take away no souls at all. None of your actual health stocks or anything like that, right? So he hits you with the keycon move. He does it one time, nothing happened. You don't lose the actual stock of health. You just get hit by the move. You do it again, nothing happens. It's the same thing. And if you do it the third time, though, when it hits and connects on the third time, he will automatically transition into his final Getsuga form. And I will believe he will automatically go into a cutscene where he uses Mugetsu, and it's an automatic win. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That reminds me a little bit like how Soi Fon works then, you understand? Like that's kind of like almost like Soi Fon's mechanic. If she hits you 2 times with the move, it's the death. So is it really unique? It's unique that it doesn't take away. I mean, I guess it's still unique because only 2 characters in the game could do something like that. So it's more reminiscent to that. So that's cool. Also, it kind of reminds me of some things that could happen later on in this game with certain characters. It's a certain Quincy that I'm thinking about where he opened his eyes 3 different times and he turns into his Vol standing true form. So I know I'm thinking way ahead of myself, but this is also something that could kind of be incorporated into other characters' movesets as well later down the road if this game is successful enough and gets a sequel or anything like that. But for the most part, he looks cool. I'm excited to see what his moveset looks like, what his other spiritual pressure move is, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Dangai Ichigo. But now we're gonna talk about the gameplay that we got for Komamaru. earlier, and yeah. So early on, we get a good look at the reverse gauge canceling, and it seems like you do have a lot of time to kind of follow up with the next attack. So that's pretty much good to know because I made my concerns the other day about how I feel about combos in this game, and I'm still not seeing too much crazy stuff when it comes to the combos, but it is what it is. Moving on. Then we're gonna get a good look at Komamaru's spiritual pressure move, which is his hand attack that he used from Tenjei Mule, and he used it to knock the opponent off of them, but he doesn't hit Soi Fon with it. But it looks like it has some armor, and even though it looks like it stops time for you to get the move off, Soi Fon was able to block after that, so it is what it is from there. Then we get to see the feature of the reverse gauge burst when you do it out in the open. So in this game, if you're getting hit, you could reverse gauge burst to break out of combos. You could, if you're doing a hit to somebody or you're making contact with somebody, you could reverse gauge cancel to extend combos. And in the neutral, when there's no contact being made at all, you can reverse gauge cancel as well. And when you do that, that's going to be a white reverse gauge. And when you're doing a white reverse gauge, you're able to gain back health as well. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Here we got Komamaru using his spiritual pressure move. Soi Fon blocks it, but then he's able to recover fast enough to go into his Keycon move, or what I like to call it is the blowback attack, to go into his Keycon move. And his regular Keycon move take away 2 stocks of health. And on this stage, I guess when you hit with a Keycon move, you're able to do a stage transition onto Sokyoko Hill, if I said it correctly. I don't know if I did. And then from here, we get Soi Fon use her Awakening to unlock Shunko. I wish that the Shunko would actually blow the particles of clothing off of her when she activates Shunko, like how it does with Yoriichi. But hey, it is what it is. Then for there, she uses the Keto move that restrains you, and I think her version of the move have an automatic follow-up, so that's kind of whack. I wish you could use that for combos, but it is what it is. And she used that to go into her Keycon move, and her Keycon move, when she's in Awakening, is her Bankai, the Raijin Jakahabo. I don't know how to pronounce the shit, but whatever. And she activates that, and it takes away 6 stocks of health, which is kind of crazy. But that does make sense to me because it's supposed to be a very powerful Bankai, very explosive. So, and it kind of goes into the potential of her 2-tap ability. She hits you 2 times, you're dead. This is kind of the same thing. You get hit 2 times with this move, you're dead. Or if your life is low enough, 1 time. So, yeah, I understand it. It makes sense. It makes sense. And then move from there, we're going to get the Awakening of Komamaru, which is his Bankai. And this is the giant form. There's only 2 characters in this game that has like a giant form when it comes to their Bankai. Renji and Komamaru is the 2 characters. And he seems to be very slow. His attacks is very slow. It don't look like he has a long wind-ups recovery as well. But it seems to me that he has armor automatically, so he doesn't get flinched by attacks. So I don't know if you're going to be able to do the same combos like you're able to do normally, because you're in a stun state when you're getting hit normally, but with his Bankai, it doesn't seem like he gets stunned. So I don't know how that's going to work when it comes to trying to hit him himself with a Keycon move. Maybe only the red attacks does that stun him, or maybe only flash attack stuns him. That could be the case. Or spiritual pressure move, so on and so forth, that's actually able to physically flinch him. That could be the case. So we're going to see when the game comes out. Another thing is, it seems like he has to actually deplete all of your health. You know, with other characters, as soon as you get them into the red portion of the health, you're able to do a Keycon move to destroy the stocks of health. It seems like with him, he doesn't have the ability to do that anymore, and he has to actually take down your whole health completely through the attacks, which is a different story compared to other characters. And it seems like when he does put you into the soul break situation, his Keycon move, which is his special move at the end, which is this animation right here, seems to do 5, takes away 5 bars of health, because Soi Fon has 5, and it takes away all 5 and kills them. Or it could take away 6, who knows? All we know is that she had 5 stocks of health, and she gets hit by this, and she's dead. It's over. So I don't know if it actually takes away stocks of health, or you gotta be below a certain stock health threshold for it to insta kill you, or so on and so forth. We don't know, but we're gonna find out Friday. So his gameplay looked cool. He's a little bit on the slower side. I expected that. Yeah, not too much more on his gameplay. He looks alright. I'm actually more interested in Soi Fon, because I don't know if they playing a computer or they playing someone else who don't know how to play the game, but it seems like she has a lot more to her than they showed, and Komamaru looks to be good as well. Yeah, folks, that's pretty much the end of the road for this video. This has been a Bleach Rebirth for Souls video for you today. Hopefully you was able to enjoy the video. If you did enjoy the video, please smash the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section below what we thinking about what we saw today. How do y'all feel about the Dangai Ichigo trailer? What y'all thinking about the design they went with? How y'all feel about Sajin? What y'all think about him and his gameplay? And how y'all feel about Soi Fon? I'm more excited for Soi Fon than anything. I really want to test her out and see what she's like. But Komamaru looks good as well too. He looks like there's some stagger pressure to him. I don't know, because there's a lot of stuff he was doing where it looked like it's the light auto combo where he was stopping at 3 hits with a fist and he would immediately block, and Soi Fon wasn't able to punish it. But I don't know if the Soi Fon just didn't have a move fast enough to punish it, or it can't be punished at all. We don't know, but when the game drops this Friday, we definitely will know. Hopefully I get the game a little bit earlier so I could tell y'all about it. But at the end of the day, that's pretty much it for this video. Just want to say God bless to everybody. I appreciate everybody who shows support. Have a nice day. Peace.